Karin from Extraordinary Fitness, and this is Gabriella. She's my student, and we are going to show you how to do a candlestick. So Gabriella is going to show it, and I will help her to get into it and explain to you each step. So before you start the candlestick, I would recommend that you have some kind of protection on your feet, like some leather shoes, some bandages, something which is grippy, but also is protecting the upper part of your feet a little bit, because this part, really, there is nothing than skin and bones. So you will get blue marks, and that's often why it's hard to do this one. So once you have protection on, we will start. So Gabriella is going to stand on the side of the hoop, basically under the hoop, but looking in my direction. So she is in that direction of the hoop, not in front or in the back. Yes. And then she's going to decide which leg is going to be the leg which is going to be lifted up first. For her, it's the right leg. She's going to lift it outside of the hoop into the hoop. So she's going to lift it around, putting her leg through the hoop and basically placing her foot behind. So she's going to show that. Yes. So her foot goes through the hoop and behind, and the other one goes from the other side over the top and then behind. So the feet are crossing. The leg which is on the bottom is closer to the hoop, and the other one is kind of locking the other foot in. The hip is really high up, and I'm going to give her a little bit like support here, so she can start to push her legs into the hoop and then slowly release her hands. Yes, good. Yes. So the most important is that her hip is close to the hoop. Her legs have a lot of tension. They have to kind of push together, push themselves into the hoop. And that foot is, as you can see, flexed. The other one is on top of it. Once you maybe done it many, many times, you can even start to point them when you feel you really have this grip and safety. But to start with, you should definitely flex the feet and have one crossed over the other. The leg on top is going to cross over the other foot. So leg on the bottom is going to be the one flexing into the hoop. The other one comes on top. Right, you can come down. Really good. Yes. So you are under the hoop. You will have to be on one side of the hoop to do the trick. So if you start with your hands in the middle of the hoop and then lift your hips close up to the hoop, going around with one leg, crossing with the other one, you will have a kind of a good position, because you want to be kind of on one side of the hoop in order to get a good grip. If you're hanging too far, say you start here and you put your legs in, you will not get a good grip, because your legs will be somewhere here instead of on the side, really having this pressure. So think about that, starting under the hoop, crossing one leg from the outside over and getting your toes onto the hoop. Other leg comes on top over and going around of the foot, making this lock. Pushing your legs straight out and then flexing all you can, pushing the hip into the hoop and then slowly releasing one hand. It feels safe, releasing the other hand. Or have someone holding your hip like I did. But even then, must be sure that you can already hold it a little bit. I wouldn't hold her because I cannot really catch her maybe with one arm. So I already know that Gabriella is almost there. My hand is more there, my arm, for safety, for giving her the safety and security to do it, but she can actually already hold it almost by herself. So make sure, talk to the person who is helping you, that you tell her how much help, or him, how much help you need. Make sure about that before you actually let the person hold you. Great. So now we are going to show you how you come from a side star into the candlestick, for the ones who feel sure about the candlestick and want to add a little dynamic transition. So Gabriella is going to straighten both legs. She has the leg which is going to be the lower leg in the candlestick is straight there, and the other leg is hanging down. She is on her left shoulder, because on the opposite side of that leg, of course, and having it like a little protection here. She's stable there, and the other hand is between her legs in front on the hoop. So she has both hands there. What she's going to do now is she's going to take a small temp with that leg and then lifting the leg up, going over the hoop and crossing it around the foot while her upper body is going down. The important thing is that she never really drops too far, because the hip has to stay on the hoop in order to come into the candlestick, as you remember. And so she will kind of take a temp, so the leg starts the whole movement, and then her upper body will go down in the same time. She will push her hip against the hoop, go into the candle position, and then hang backwards. So let's try it. So she takes a temp with her legs, goes up and crosses her feet, and there she is in the candlestick position. Then she's pushing her legs into the feet, into each other, and then she could release if she feels sure. Release one hand, release the other hand. Great. I'm giving her some support, and she's coming back up. Nice. Yeah, so this is a little transmission, so you can go from the side star into the candlestick. Just make sure that you're knowing which leg is it you want to have on the bottom. Gabriella, it was her right leg, so she will start on the left shoulder leaning against the hoop. Make sure that you keep your hip up all the time. The leg is starting the movement, and when the leg goes up, your upper body goes down and you end up in a candlestick. I really hope you like this tutorial. Give us a thumb up, tell others about it, so our community is growing and we are becoming more people watching the videos, more people training hoop and getting inspired. Thanks for watching, and see you next Wednesday for a new tutorial. Bye!